hey, look, steak for me. Like, you just had a steak sub. This one's mine. Like, I can never have too much steak sub. Now, for the moment of truth, is there or is there not cheese? There is not cheese.
Woo! Yes.
Time is the charm. I'm gonna get a napkin, and then I'll try that again.
We'll start all over because
Yeah.
I didn't hit the record button. So.
Oh, well, that's good. That was losing his mind anyway. I will appease him with a little bit of steak. And then I'll say, sit, belly, belly, all the way. No, that's crouch, all the way on your belly. Come on. Good boy. All right. Take two.
All right. Welcome to the Action Sturge. Tonight we're going to be playing some Dungeon World. We're jumping into, I think we're getting to an apex point here, a high point, the climax, if you will. We're getting close here for this story. Let me go ahead and do some introductions here. We're going to start with the Plaster Dragon.
Hi there, Plastered Dragon, also known as Brian, and I am playing human cleric Tyrion, and he's kind of a zealot, starting to buy into his own messiah talk, and that can't be good.
Fork Puff.
Hey everybody, Fork Puff, otherwise known as Maddie. I'm going to be playing Harrison, the human bard. Everybody's favorite bard. He's super famous. Everybody loves his music. Everybody loves him. Never annoying a day in his life. Very well respected. Very well reputable.
I hear he's also part of a duo now.
A duo?
Yeah, there's another bard that you travel with now.
Nope, not at all. Wouldn't know anything about it.
Of equal talent and skill.
Nope.
I don't know. I feel like I've heard Clive talking about a dual act that's been started. No?
Nope, nothing. I think y'all are crazy.
Maybe.
Well, I've seen flyers about. So...
Nope, no flyers. They were written in crayon, damn it.
He's got Nana making them.
Strangely, he gave you top billing, which was nice.
And Terry.
My name is Terry. I'm playing Aziz, the halfling cleric and possible savior of the world. Or not. We'll see how it goes.
Yet to be seen, right?
Will Foundry be kind to us?
All right, and so picking back up where you guys left off. So you've returned to Happy Tree. You're there for some time. You've got, at least long enough to camp out and lick your wounds and whatnot from the last encounter you had with the giants and saving the ancient animal, the ostrich. So you guys are well rested and good to go. And just some things that are going on around Happy Tree, like you guys have been going off, on important missions. Every time you come back, some things have changed. Like there's ever since you guys sort of wrecked the ship with the orc, or the boats with the orcs in them, and fought off the giants that were surrounding the town. People have been a little bit more hopeful and relaxed. Stefan, former leader of the Crimson Blades, yeah. And he has been sort of rallying people and delivering rousing speeches to the masses, and he's actually gained, when you guys come back and you're hanging around town this time, you notice that he's actually been he's organized like a town watch, kind of like a town guard, and they actually go out in patrols and around Happy Tree and try to take out like straggling orcs or the occasional threat, and so he sort of mounted himself as the head of this town watch in Happy Tree. And on any given day, you can see him. He takes the morning watch, and he'll usually come in about halfway through the day with his people, and as they come through the entrance of Happy Tree, people take notice and like give like some applause, or like come over and sort of like talk to the people who have been out in the field, and before the next shift changes. So you notice that he's doing that. Yeah. Is there anything in particular that you guys need to do while you're in Happy Tree?
I'll need to reshuffle my spells after a rest and recast Word of Recall.
Okay.
So that we have our easy exit spell again.
Okay.
And if we're only here for the one day, that means that I'll be without a 7th level spell, but that's okay.
Well, I mean, we have months, or a little over a month, to get this done. So if we need to take time for everybody to be at full strength, I say we do it.
Okay.
And if we're only talking about an extra day, yeah, that sounds like no big deal to me.
Yeah, absolutely. You can definitely cast it, although you do have to cast it, right?
Yes.
So let's see how that turns out. I love spells.
Yeah, cast a spell. There it is.
Woo, beautiful. Janrik is with you.
That's right.
Your golden ass eyes.
Not only do I get a recall, but I don't even say what room we're in.
So the and something else you'll notice too. Duncan, both Duncan and what was her name? Tyrion's girlfriend. Hera. Yes, both Duncan and Hera have joined this watch as well.
I'll probably want to chat with Hera at some point while we're here.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And let's see, Aziz or Harrison, do you guys need to do anything in particular? Talk to anybody in particular?
I don't need to talk to anyone in particular, but I do want to use my studied essence.
Okay.
To study some trees and rocks and add them to my shape-shifting abilities.
Okay.
And I thought I had equipment. Nah, I've still got some poultices and herbs. So.
Like a good poultice.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm good to go.
Excellent. Harrison?
I don't think I have anything I really need to do except check up on Fala, Nana, Fala's husband, and yeah. I'm usually the one that goes and checks up on everybody. Also, I have beaten Harold into submission, so that's why he's not here. The way he treated me last time, he's staying here. We'll be just fine without him.
Harrison, are you sure that's a good idea?
Absolutely. He's listening, and I organized a nice little getaway for him and Lucidia, whatever her name is. The getaway is to the top of Happy Tree. It's romantic. I had Clive set it all up.
You had Clive set it up.
Mm-hmm.
And cut to that scene, and they're like, they they finally get up there, and then it's like, Clive is standing there like in a nothing but like a cod piece, and strums on his lute. Ah, you've arrived. Prepare to be seduced by my beautiful music.
He's got like little Cupid wings on.
Yes.
The next
lights are strung up all like shitty and shit.
The next scene is him being thrown off the mountain by Harold.
Yes. What the?
Ah.
So yeah. Okay. So checking on them. Status report. Everybody seems to be doing pretty good. Fala and Nana are trying to keep themselves busy with like helping the injured and performing like small amounts of magic and stuff. Nana has taken to repairing things for people, like repairing like things that are. She's been specializing in like stuff that got damaged while people were fleeing their homes and stuff, like little trinkets and chests and stuff like that. She's been restoring and fixing. Fala has been helping Lucidia out with healing people.
Speaking of which, you might want to take that mask to Nana.
I was just about to say, boy oh boy, do I have something for you, ladies. Check it. Cool scrying eye.
Good idea. We could bring the mask and the orb.
Yeah, absolutely. So Fala will take a look. Let's see.
Look into my scrying eye, watching you.
Well, if you take both to Nana first, Nana will appraise the mask, and she says that it contains old magic, and that that Fala might be a better authority on this than her. She usually works with like crafted, I guess what would be considered like new age magical items, like things that have been crafted by humanoids. But this is some old stuff. And as far as the eye though, or the sphere, she'll take a keen interest in that because she tells you that is a scrying orb.
Oh yeah. Tell me, can you tell me who's scrying through it? I think I have an idea.
And yeah, so she will take it into her hands, and she will close her eyes and give a small chant, and she will immediately be blasted back, and the orb will fall to the ground, threatening to shatter. What do you do?
I'm gonna do some. I want to grab it.
Okay.
With
Is she
my
hurt
nice
or
voice.
just
No.
startled?
She's currently flying back through the air.
Oh shit! Between her.
Can I try to catch her?
Yeah, of course.
What would it be?
I'm assuming that's like defy danger with something.
I think they would both be defend.
Okay.
They both would be defend.
I believe so, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, it ain't gonna be happening. That's gonna break.
I'm
see.
better at defend. I'll take that.
All right, hold one. Yeah, save Nana.
All right. Let's see. Harrison got 1. Okay, hold 1. Nice. And you're gonna save the orb.
Okay, sweet.
And then
I gotta hold 3.
yeah, and so you can save everybody.
Yeah.
You can definitely save Nana. You can like how do you do it? Like, what's your style?
I mean, I'll dive to catch her and then like roll to absorb the impact myself while keeping the momentum going. So it's not just, instead of slamming into a wall, she's slamming into me, because like you're gonna break bones either way if you do that. So I'm just like,
Careful,
slowly
Tyrion. She'll fall in love with you.
gradually reduce the impact.
Excellent.
She likes muscles.
Yeah, she'll pretend to be like out cold, like just a little longer than
like Uncle Iroh.
yeah. And Harrison, when you grab the orb, It's gonna do like that photo negative thing across the screen, and you will suddenly be looking through someone else's eye.
Eye. Singular?
It's quick flashes. There's a connection there, and there's quick flashes. You'll see a decrepit courtyard with a once mighty tree in the center of it. It is old and decrepit and dying. At the base of it, there is a suit of armor held aloft by a skeleton that seems frozen in time, impaled and stuck to the tree. You will see a circle of stones, in the center of which is a stone platform upraised, looking towards the heavens. And then you will see a small fountain, like a room with a fountain, and only a trickle of water comes out of a crack in the wall, and falls down into the fountain. However, when it falls, it splashes into a small goblet.
All right. Could I spout lore about what I just... At least for, like, location.
Sure.
Okay. You can tell me something interesting. It's on me to make it useful.
Okay. The architecture looks ancient elvish.
Ancient elvish? Knowing that, Fala is like a moon elf, right?
Yeah.
I could perhaps ask her about when I go see her.
And so then the last thing you will see is it sort of catches up, like there's flashes and then there's suddenly like a live feed as you see yourself standing in this courtyard with the tree. Or you don't see yourself, but you're back looking at this in the courtyard, looking at this tree. You can hear the low murmurings of people talking, and the vision suddenly turns, and you can see Plumcrush the Gorger standing there, and standing out of sight, sort of like recessed into the shadows. You can see two beads of red, like two beady red eyes, just sort of gazing out of this this pocket of shadow within the ruins. And at that point, you'll see a large hand come up towards the eye, and that is when you will black out.
Like literally, like fall over.
Yeah.
So be like, whoa, what the? And I just crumple.
Follow will gasp and go over to catch him as he falls. He'll be unconscious in her arms as she tries to wake him.
Draped dramatically bad, like the whole like.
And yet there's a striking similarity between Nana and Harrison.
Yeah.
Laying in someone else's arms.
Yes. And speaking of Nana, her eyes will shoot open and she says, "We must destroy that at once. It's Tum Tum."
It's Tum Tum?
His eyes. I saw through his eyes. And he saw me. We must destroy it. And then she will leap over to smash it. And she will do so.
Did Harrison drop it when he fainted?
Yeah, it probably fell to the ground and then kind of rolled a little bit.
Can I try and grab it first?
Yeah. Yeah, you just, you can, if you wanted to leap forward and grab it first.
And is there something I just cover it with or wrap it in?
Yeah, I'm sure you have like a holy cloth of some sort.
Yeah. Like, I understand your apprehension, but should we not discuss this before we destroy it?
And she says, the connection works both ways. If we can see him, he can see us. Why don't we just invite his spies into the camp?
Well, it's covered now. He can't see through this, can he?
She looks uncertain for a moment, and she says, I suppose not, but...
Well, it was a sincere question. I don't know how the magic works.
She says, I just don't think it's a good idea.
Okay. That is good to know. I would like for Harrison to weigh in as well as for Aziz, because I'm sure he knows we have it, and so it may be of limited usefulness. But if he thinks we are unaware of its properties and that he can use it to spy on us, perhaps we can use it to lay him a false trail. But I am one voice, just sharing my thoughts before we do anything hasty. We will not ignore your counsel. I just want to hear from everyone.
Harrison, your groggy eyes will open to the radiant face of Fala, looking down on you with concern.
Oh my! Is this heaven? Is this an angel?
And she rolls her eyes and she says, "No, silly, you are not that lucky."
Damn. And then I'll sit up and I'll shake my head, rub my eyes a little bit, and I'll go. I had some wicked dreams. It was in this. It wasn't a dream. Did I pass out?
Fala nods.
Damn. Okay. Anyway, I saw these ruins, rather elvish looking in architecture. I saw Plumcrish. I saw two red beady eyes in the darkness. I saw a suit of armor. Does that sound familiar to you?
Fala thinks and she says, "There are many places where ruins are. All around this land. This used to be the the home of the ancient elves."
Did any have a fountain and a suit of armor that would possibly be abandoned?
And she says, "The suit of armor, I don't think so, but a fountain, this is a common feature in many elvish structures."
The suit of armor was just lying on the ground?
It was like, I think it was like overgrown, but it was there. It was almost encapsulated in time. But Plumcrish is there, Tum Tum is there, and another adversary, I'm sure. Two red eyes. Am I forgetting something? I remember the suit of armor.
Skeleton.
Oh yeah, the skeleton, I guess, with it.
The Circle of Stones.
The Circle of Stones. There we go. I mentioned that
And
as
the
well.
withered tree.
Withered tree. Yeah, where there used to be a big tree. Big old tree. Not as big as Happy Tree, but it's withered, dead. A circle of stones.
Aziz, did you you had the vision before, right, of what happened to during the last ritual?
Yes. Yes. Okay.
So when Harrison starts talking about that circle of stones and starts describing them, this is going to ring some bells for you. Some memories of this vision that you had. The place where the ritual occurs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and I will share my vision as well. And see if we can compare notes.
Yeah, and so you don't recall the other stuff. You know that there was some like adjoining structures to this ritual space. There were some like adjoining structures nearby, but nothing clearly. You weren't too focused on that at the time, and Harrison. But you guys can agree that the circular stone place is the same, and this adjoining structure must be attached to that somehow.
Okay. So Tum Tum and Plum Krish and someone else is already at the ritual site.
Oh,
The red eyes don't sound like Vlad, do they?
Harrison's met Vlad. This is not Vlad. This is something else. Something way scarier.
Oh, fine.
Because Vlad was pretty scary.
And Fala will after making sure Harrison's okay, Fala will take a look at your mask. She says, "This is ancient magic, indeed." And she says, "Have you tried it on yet?"
I have not. I did not know what it did and wanted to.
There's.
I could. I mean, it was gifted by the great ostrich, so I'm sure it's not a danger. And he shrugs and puts it on.
And she'll, as an aside to Aziz, she says, "The ostrich is tricky."
Oh yeah.
And
it was okay. He just said he could take it.
And Tyrion, when you adorn the mask, you will feel a slight gust of wind rush by you, and you will feel lighter, as if you could move quicker.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, well, what's different? Come on, show us.
Right, so I guess I try running around the room and such.
Parkour.
Parkour.
Yeah, you have the wind behind you, and you are fast.
I'll do some Naruto running.
It's actually a necessity. You have to. It's a requirement of the mask.
Oh, the mask, sure.
You have to hold like two long feathers back by your side in the Naruto position. Yeah, so you move fast. You move faster than before.
Really?
Yeah, and just in the room there, you can't quite test the full limits of it, but you do notice that you move fast.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'm amazed. I'm like, whoa, look at him go! It's like he's barely moving.
And graceful.
He's so fast, he's not even moving.
And graceful.
And about that time, I think Stefan will probably enter your space and seek a word with you all.
Sure.
Yeah,
We
I
love
guess
words
so.
with Stefan.
I've not really interacted with Stefan that much, so sure.
Like words
why
with
not?
friends, but less friendly.
Tyrion, how are you?
Well, Stefan, and you? You seem to be settling in all right.
Yes, I've found the hope of the people, and it gives me hope as well. How's your end of the plan coming along?
We are progressing, and I think hopeful as well.
And what is there left to do, comrade?
Still some loose ends to tie up, some information to be gathered before we can stop Tum Tum from ending the world. Small things, you know.
Indeed. Is there any way I can help?
I look at Aziz and raise an eyebrow.
Keep Happy Tree safe is pretty much all to be done at the moment.
Happy Tree is an important location. Tum Tum has come for it many times.
Well, this world-ending business is frightful, to say the least. I hope you don't mind, but I've taken the liberty of sending out some feelers to our friends up north that are holed up in Vlad's. Is it Vlad? Oh, who's up there?
We have Vlad,
and Gaspard, right? Yeah. So it's Vlad's castle. Yeah. And he says, I've taken the liberty of putting some feelers out to our friends in the north, holed up in Vlad's keep.
Who was the fifth one? There was five. Because it was Vlad, Gaspard, Tum Tum, Stefan, and
Plumkrish.
I thought Plumkrish was the orcs.
He is.
Wasn't there like a fifth warlord? Or am I just misremembering?
No, he's a warlord. He's just not a resident warlord. He's part of the warlord exchange program.
Yeah, Vlad.
We send them a warlord, they send us a warlord. It's nice.
Tum Tum and Plumkrish.
What exactly did you say when you reached out?
I told them that there were designs in motion that overshadowed our petty squabbles, and if they cared about ruling any part of this land, that they would set aside our war momentarily and join forces against Tum Tum, the greater threat.
Sorry, I just need to interrupt real quick. Have you forgotten Gaspard is one crazy bastard? I was almost eaten alive by him. Luckily, his horse went ape shit and I was saved.
And Stefan is about to say something, and then Gaspard walks in through the door.
I hide behind Aziz.
Accompanied by Dwemir. Accompanied by Dwemir and Natalie.
Oh, I'm back, and I have.
You're not cowering anymore?
No. I was never cowering, Tyrion. I was hot in that spot, so I went to pull off an Aziz's shadow. Everything's cool now. I'm cool. I've straightened my ruffles and I've straightened my posture. It will reemerge.
And Gaspard will say, well, I'm glad you remember our time together so fondly.
The hot tub was lovely. Springs, my bad.
This ritual that has been spoken of, what does it do exactly?
Don't have a good feeling about this.
It renews the life energy of the world so it can continue growing.
This does sound important.
Well, you will find yourself decidedly short of snacks if it doesn't work.
And he'll flash you a toothy grin, and he will turn to Stefan, and he'll say, I suppose we really have no choice but to join you. And you have a plan?
Of course we do.
And what do you require?
At the moment, keeping Happy Tree safe is important. Keeping Tum Tum distracted would be nice, but he seems single-minded on this, so I don't think you will have much luck in that regard. What is going on up north? Are you still under siege by his forces?
The orcs that Plumkrish left in charge are hardly anything. We've been pushing them further south by day. In fact, that was how I was able to get out to come see you.
I'm assuming that Tum Tum's position is unassailable at the moment.
I am not aware of where Tum Tum is. And he'll actually kind of like shoot daggers over at Dwemir, who will kind of like look away from him in shame.
Well, we are on the lookout for him. Perhaps if we find him, we can coordinate some kind of effort to either weaken him or distract him long enough for us to get everything we need to complete the ritual.
Fine by me. If we take out Tum Tum, we'll be taking out a pain in my neck.
Indeed.
He's wanted to play this game for so long, and he is tiresome with all of his proposed treaties and threats of war. I thought when we gave him his little chunk of land to the southeast that he would settle down finally.
Yes, it seems that his goal has been singular all along, and it is the unmaking of everything. Who knows why, but I do know that if we can get the flaming sword from him, his alliance with the orcs will fall apart.
So the flaming sword, when you mentioned that, Gaspard will look up, Dwemir will look up, Stefan will look up, and Stefan will be the first to say, I thought it was shattered.
Apparently that was not the real flaming sword.
So it does exist. It's still out there.
Allegedly. For all I know, it could still be a fairy tale being dangled.
But if we could find it and harness its power, he says, we could win this thing.
We could.
Rituals are one thing, but someone's going to have to fight. Do you have any leads on where it could be?
The fact that the orcs are still loyal makes me very seriously think that Tum Tum has it.
Didn't we?
Because
I see that Tum Tum had it when he stepped through and there was the broken one.
He stepped through and there was the broken one.
The portal when they operated that one.
No, he didn't have the blade. However, something from your vision, really quick, if I can make a slight edit. So I told you that there was that skeleton in the suit of armor, and he was impaled into the tree with a sword.
Oh yeah.
That sword was on fire.
Hey, there was a flaming sword in my vision that was impaled through the skeleton in the suit of armor.
is there anything to the legend about who can wield the flaming sword?
I don't. I'm reading back on my notes that I have, and I think it's really cool. So the great sword is called Flamed Wings, I believe. And I know that my mentor taught the paladin that wielded it how to wield it with flames. And it fell. The paladin fell in battle with an ancient lich. So I'm assuming the lich must have stolen his blade from him and killed him.
So,
I don't know if I know that though. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but that's what I see in my notes from when I was like writing stuff.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So, so with that knowledge as well, you're going to recognize the armor as well, and that is the armor
of Xander the Gargantuan.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So I know what this is immediately. It just has come to me. Melvin used to tell me the story all the time. He raised some little country bumpkin kid to be this fearsome and merciful paladin. His name was Xander the Gargantuan, and he had an Achilles heel, and he went into the ancient lich's forest and got himself killed. That has to be him. And that has to be his sword, Flamed Wings.
So it's in the ancient lich's forest with the ancient lich.
And that's probably the two red eyes you saw.
It's all coming horribly together.
That it is. That it is.
Stefan will step up. He says, I can send a small force out to scout the area out.
I don't think that's necessarily a good idea.
He says, don't worry, I'll put my best people on it.
I understand. But we want them to come back, and I believe that there are stronger forces than even Tum Tum out there right now.
I'll tell them not to get too close. I just want to get eyes on the situation. You trust me, don't you, Tyrion?
I do trust you, yes. I lie. It's not a question of trust, it's a question of I'm not sure if you realize exactly how great the danger is.
And he's going to sort of hold his chin up a little bit and make the pose as if he's almost addressing he's addressing the room. He says aren't we all in a bit of danger right now?
It's not a game anymore, Stefan. It's not who can pull off a heroic move and win the hearts of the people to ascend back to power. That's not what this is.
And he's going to scoff, and he says, Tyrion, do you think I'm still playing that old game? With everything that hangs in the balance, do you think I care about something as pathetic as the love of the people?
I'll laugh. Neither of us wants me to answer that question.
He says, if you think it's too dangerous for the common man, then I'll go myself.
Stefan, I cannot control your actions, but I am telling you, Gaspard.
Yes.
You seem to have ways of knowing where we were before and keeping tabs on us.
Yes.
Is this something that you could do without endangering any of your people?
Unfortunately, everything that I can do. And then he looks at Dwemir again. He says, has been done.
Yeah. I'm sorry for your loss.
He says, that cursed wood is surrounded by the undead, which my soldiers are ill-equipped to fight. They are a ravenous, hungry type, and they don't have the manners that I do.
Indeed. All right.
And Stefan says, but if we can get the blade...
If you can get the blade from Tum Tum, Plumcrish, and an army of undead.
And Stefan will fall silent.
And don't forget the Ancient Lich.
And the Ancient Lich, yes. I didn't mean to leave him out. Or her, I don't know its deal. Do liches even have gender at that point?
Lich is their gender.
Lich is the gender.
Darkness is my pronoun.
Darkness is my pronoun.
So the room will kind of fall silent. Gaspard will say, well, I will be in Happy Tree for a short time, and then we will return to the north. If there is anything that you request of us, I will be leaving my aid here so that you may communicate with me. And he will motion towards Natalie.
Yes! I mean, pleasant.
Could your aid possibly teach Harrison how to communicate long distances? Because that would be a valuable tool in this fight.
I'm sure she could teach him many things.
Sure, Harrison would appreciate that.
And then
Thank you, Gaspard, for your aid.
He will nod, and then he will. Him and Dwemir will leave the room. Stefan will follow shortly after. All right. What's your guys' next move?
Natalie, how have you been?
Oh, yeah, and she will say, as soon as Gaspard leaves the room, she'll walk over to you, and you can see that there's a lot of energy in her eyes, and she reads your lips excitedly, and she says, "I see you are well."
I'm doing a lot better now that you're here. I'm glad to see you're safe.
I'm glad to see you're safe too. I was worried.
I'm not that lucky to remember what Fala said earlier. I'm not that lucky to have gotten off that easy.
Clearly. Although, I've heard some scary things. Are they true? Is the world ending?
I'll look over her shoulder back at like Aziz and Tyrion.
I'll kind of give you the. You got this.
The world won't be ending on my account.
Nice. I just use a little elbow, like, it's our boy.
And she'll laugh. She says, I've heard that you've been keeping busy, but I haven't heard quite with what. What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm getting stronger by the day. I've learned a couple new spells.
Well, that's fascinating, but I mean, where do you guys go when you go on your missions?
Well, we go to a lot of different places. We were down, let's see, let me pull up my map here. So,
Excuse me.
So we went south to the Western Plains, and then there was yeah, Tyrion, I'm speaking. That's rude.
I know.
Could you take it
I'm a bit of a
outside?
cough I was hoping to get your assistance with.
I'm busy.
Yes, you will be busy later. Perhaps a quick word.
And Natalie says, well, certainly, later.
Later then, indeed.
And she'll leave the room.
Yeah, and I'll just watch her and then do that little like.
And she'll look back and give a little wave.
Charming, isn't she?
Oh yeah.
Apparently.
Fala says, she's using you, you know.
Huh?
Thank you, Fala.
Fala, are you jealous? Green isn't a pretty color on you.
She says, first of all, that's a lie. Green looks great on me. Second of all, she is using you. She's clearly pumping you for information. Who knows what else?
What? No. Natalie? The girl who's deaf?
Yes.
Me?
The head spy of Gaspard the cannibal.
No,
Yes.
No, she's not a spy for him. We're friends.
And she's a spy for him.
People can be more than one thing, Harrison.
You don't.
For instance, you are an amazing musician and a magical talent. You are two different things, and yet you are both you.
I am also the best looking man in this room right now.
That's not to push it.
Huh? Paula, you're breaking my heart.
Better me than her.
Let me ask you this, Harrison.
Okay.
Would you want Gaspard to be able to pick up a pattern of our movements and be able to just surprise you whenever he wanted?
No.
Well, telling all of our movements and activities to Natalie will do that.
Even if we've already visited there?
Yes.
I mean, she just sat and heard we're going to the ancient Lich's forest, possibly.
I thought you said she was deaf.
Oh, well, she can read lips.
That kind of puts a hole in your argument, doesn't it?
Oh my gosh. Regardless, she knows what's going on. Gaspard knows what's going on. Everybody knows what's going on next.
They know what's going on next. They don't know how we got there. And
just
that
because we got to the ancient animals before them does not mean they can't go back again. So their locations need to remain a secret.
Ah, okay, that I can understand. Nobody needs to be rummaging about in there. It's dangerous
Yes.
anyway. That ostrich
Yes.
was terrifying.
Oh, he's a sweetheart.
He's all right to me. He gave me this mask.
Oh,
Just out
who
of
are you?
curiosity, did it shrink to fit, or is it just like a big hole?
Yeah, I think we shrunk to fit.
We did a shrink to fit, but because that would have been hilarious. I just have this giant mask. I'm
But he's like
a
super
bobblehead.
fast. Super fast bobblehead.
That's my new superhero name, Super Fast Bobblehead.
So tell me, are we going to find the last spirit, or are we going to the ancient Lich Forest?
Considering two of the no, they've come for the other three. So I think that we should get to the fourth as soon as possible, and then possibly deal with the Lich, or not deal with the Lich, but get that sword.
The thing is, if it's happening right now, what if, and this is a big if, we have Word of Recall ready, somebody shadow walks with my spell, I'll say, pretty please get us in front of the dead body of Xander the Gargantuan and the sword, or whatever the hell I have to say, and plop and Word of Recall.
You would know better than me, but aren't liches innately master magicians?
Maybe.
So
They're counter magics.
any plan that relies solely on magic should be plan B.
I suppose so. I just worry that if we don't do it now, we're going to lose it.
I get the feeling if the sword was still there, there's something stopping them from getting it.
That's what I was going to say. The fact that the sword is flaming but stuck in the tree suggests something special needs to be done to get it.
Or someone.
Or someone.
Like a great savior of many lands.
Melvin.
With many.
Clive.
I was thinking Harold, but you know.
Yeah, it's like one of those memes. It's like Melvin.
He's
No, I said a great savior of many lands, Clive. I said a great savior. That's better.
Me.
Yes, that's exactly what we're talking about. Now, can you promise that no matter what Natalie does to you, you will keep the location of the animal silent? Or do we need to make excuses for you and leave early?
You should probably leave early.
Oh. Father, you're so cruel and cold lately.
Well, I think we have a direction now. I think we should prepare.
The last spirit. Where is it?
In the west, on an island.
It's better if Harrison doesn't know.
There you go. And
we'll tell you when it's time to go.
That's right. You
Hey,
can't.
I'm gonna have to know so I can shadow walk us there. So don't listen. It is finicky thing. I have to be specific.
Yes, we'll tell you when it's time.
Okay.
And as you guys are prepping to go, you'll notice that a congregation of the guard has gathered around the front gates of Happy Tree.
Oh, did Stefan say anything about my golden eyes, by the way?
Probably at some point, yeah, coming across you, he probably said something like, well, you are Jandrik's chosen after all. I'm not surprised. Old friend.
Exactly.
And whenever you want to get a read on somebody, like, because you have that power, right? Of like, what is it? Yeah, you like people. You just know when people are lying, right?
I think that's what we said. Let me double check. See what I.
Anytime you want to use that or hone in on that, just like let me know, and I will let you know.
Yeah. So yeah, it's I know when someone's lying. So yeah, what has Stefan been lying about?
It's hard to tell because almost everything he says is a lie.
That's fair. And what about Gaspard? Because he's very careful in what he says. So I don't think he was lying about anything. He was just not saying much.
Sort of by omission.
Yeah.
Yeah, he you didn't get much off of him. He's being pretty straightforward about the stuff he was asked about. So
That's good.
but yeah, there's a congregation of guard of Happy Tree Guard at the gates, and you can see there are some horses being prepped for travel.
Oh, we should check that out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see who's down there. I guess we all are, because I suspect Aziz is no more happy about this than I am.
No. I'm with you. I get the feeling that anybody Stefan sends
Come back.
is not coming back. Correct.
We'll just be adding to the people that we have to fight later.
Yeah.
So Stefan, right there up front, at the front horse, packing the front horse is Stefan himself. He sees you guys walking over. He's going to stop packing his horse, and he's going to put his hands up, and he says, I know, you said don't do it, but once I told some of our fellow guardsmen here what was at stake, they wouldn't let me say no.
Is that a lie?
That's not a lie, but you suspect that he had twisted it in some way to them, where it seemed imperative.
I'll turn to them and I'll say, and did he tell you that an army of undead stood between you and the sword?
And Duncan will say, he said that it would be dangerous and that there would be undead, but it's just a scouting mission from what I understand.
No way
Yeah.
Duncan goes.
Yes, Duncan, but you are scouting people that have a scrying eye.
And he says, Hera steps forward and she says, look, Tyrion, I know you want to protect us, but look, you're out here saving the world. We're rounding up what's left of the orcs and the giants out here. Let us do something that matters.
That does matter. If Happy Tree falls, all is lost. Would you take our strongest warriors from our sanctuary?
And at this, Stefan will seize the moment and step forward and say, it's a mere 5 of us. I trust Happy Tree in the hands of the rest of the guard. I trust them with my own life. I have over and over again. We've trained them well, Tyrion. And you can see, Tyrion, there are a lot of faces looking at you, either waiting for your approval that you trust their strength, or whether you consider them not the strongest.
I believe in you all. I believe that you can keep this place safe.
So it's settled then.
It is not. I also know what is coming for us.
Unless we get there first.
You can't get there first. They're already there. There's a lich. There's Tum Tum. There's Plumcrush and his personal guard. If this was to go sideways, are you telling me the 5 of you could handle that? Because I don't think that the 5 of us, and I'm talking about me, Aziz, Harrison, Harold, and Rook, I don't think the 5 of us could handle that.
And then at this point, Stefan's going to say, and what exactly are the 5 of you handling anyway? Where do you keep disappearing to while we're here protecting the town?
We are going and dealing with the ritual to keep the world from ending.
And he's going to say,
or do you doubt Aziz's connection to nature and mine to the gods?
Oh, you whipped out the god card.
Right. I got these golden eyes for a reason, bitch.
Yes, Tyrion.
He says, of course.
Slay!
He says, of course not. Clearly, you are at one with Janrik. But I fear that those golden eyes of yours may have clouded your vision a bit. There are others who can do things. Heroic things, even, if given a chance. I'd say give us a chance. To prove ourselves to Janrik. And you.
Tell me why you really want to do this. Look into my eyes and tell me straight. No deception, no dissembling. Tell me clearly.
Look into my golden eyes.
And I'm going to let the eyes flare just a little bit.
And he's going to say, what does the thing say exactly? This golden eye thing.
Let me see. Where is it? Oh, special move, Eyes of Justice. Janrik has granted Tyrion shimmering golden eyes. These grant him the ability to know when someone is lying, even as they make him distinctive. But in terms of the apotheosis feature is just super vague. It says, choose a feature associated with your deity. When you emerge, permanently gain that physical feature, and then you come up with what, all-seeing third eye, rending claws, wings of sapphire feathers, and so forth.
Okay, I think I will let you as part of this feature. I'll let you go to cast a spell and see if you can actually compel him to tell the truth if you want.
Oh, okay. Let's give that a go. That could be fun.
Very nice. So he says, as you ask him this, he says, because if I have the blade, I can assume my position as the ruler of this land. And then he almost looks kind of shocked that he said it out loud. And he kind of looks around. People are kind of looking at him strangely. And the hush falls over the crowd, and everyone sort of falls silent for a moment. And then he's quick to maneuver, and he says, "And who better to hold it than someone who's willing to risk his life to use it to slay evil, right?"
I've always noticed you're really willing to risk everyone else's life.
I mean, this
Not
is a
so
step
much
in the
your
right
own.
direction that he's going on his own. This is an improvement from the past. And yet, remember earlier when you asked if I thought that you would continue playing the silly game, and I told you you didn't want me to answer? This is why. You will always maneuver, Stefan.
And he will, like I said, everybody's kind of deflated at this point. Hera and Duncan kind of look a little abashed, and I think at this point, Stefan will say, "Fine, have it your way," and he will march his horse back into town.
And I'll say, besides, as he's going to turn, we have good reason to believe that only certain people can wield the blade. I do not believe it would choose you. Be content and proud of the fact that you have marshaled the defense of Happy Tree and done it well. Happy Tree has never been more protected. When we go out, I feel secure coming back here now. I don't worry about this place. That is a good thing. And that is thanks to all of you. We have turned a corner. We are no longer afraid of being besieged by giants.
His smile will return, and he says, "Now that's the old Tyrion that I know, always keeping me on the straight and narrow. I'm glad I have someone like you around, brother."
Lie. But I let it go.
And yeah, and then with that, that will take care of that situation. All right, and
I'm gonna just go quick and check in with Hera and Duncan.
yeah, they're they seem they're Duncan says, "Sorry, Tyrion, we didn't know."
You need not apologize. He's been doing this since as long as I've known him.
I know, but I really thought that he had the best interests of everybody at heart this time.
That's his power.
It is.
Tricking you.
Time, what did I miss?
So, not only do Tyrion's eyes see the truth, they can also compel the truth.
Ooh.
I
And
rolled well enough to force Stefan unwillingly to blurt out that the real reason he was going on this mission was so he could have the sword and rule everything. And everyone kind of suddenly got quiet. He's looking around. He's like, "Well, why shouldn't I? I deserve it. Who's better than me?" And everyone's just like, "Oh no." And I'll say to her, "I understand your restlessness, and perhaps we can come up with, because I do believe the people here are capable of more. There is just so much happening so fast and so little opportunity to say, hey, can you just lend a hand over here? It's like everything's either up here or down here, and I can't find anything in the middle."
Hera is going to place her hand on your breastplate.
Ooh.
And she says, "Tyrion, you don't owe me anything. I trust you. I apologize."
I trust you too, and I just don't want to see you lost. If you fall in battle, that is a good death, but I want it to be on your terms, not thrown away for the delusions of a megalomaniac.
It's true, he does have that about him. I'm with Duncan. Every day he just seemed so sincere.
That's how he got where he was in the first place. Remember, I was his friend for years and traveled with him and fought by his side. Took the effort, it took a will of an act of God for me to wake up.
And she says, when the time comes, I want to be fighting by your side, Tyrion.
When the time for fighting comes, I assure you, I will not leave you behind. And I say, Duncan, on the other hand, and I wink at him.
Hey, I've been getting way better.
I'm teasing. You'll be fine. It'll be all hands on deck.
Praise Janrik.
Praise Janrik. Oh, I'm a terrible, terrible person.
And
You learn
yeah.
from the best.
And yeah, and then what's next?
Yeah, it is time to go ancient animal hunting.
Okay.
We gonna spend the night so I can shuffle spells, or we want to get to where we're going, camp there, and then I'll shuffle spells?
I think we should shuffle before we go.
Okay.
Shuffle, shuffle.
Because last time we popped right into it.
It's true, we did. So I can either take a 7th again, or I can drop one of my firsts and take a 5th and a 3rd. If I take a 7th, I'll probably take Sever, which is the one where I remove a limb without doing damage to someone, and just causing them excruciating pain and causing them to lose the function of the limb for the duration of the spell. If I went 5th and 3rd, I would probably do like a hold person for 3rd, and then I was thinking I could do maybe True Seeing or Contagion for 5th. But I wanted to see how those dovetailed with Harrison's spells.
So I 8. My Shadow Walk is a 7th level, so then I only have one level, and I don't have. I have invisibility prepared right now, but I just worry if we get into a fight, what we have damage wise, I can switch it to Magic Missile maybe.
Yeah, Magic Missile is my 1 1st level. I get
Okay.
Cure Light and Moderate prepared automatically. Those don't count.
Okay, yeah. I have invisibility prepared right now, so, and I'm kind of cool with that.
Okay. So True Seeing says your vision is open to the true nature of everything you lay your eyes on. You pierce illusions and see things that have been hidden.
Okay, and then what were you said? Hold person, and what was the 5th level?
And the other 5th level, so Hold Person is the 3rd, and the other possible 5th is Contagion. Choose a creature you can see until you end the spell. The target suffers from a disease of your choice. It doesn't specify what that means or what the what the impact of that is, but I can just give someone a disease.
Praise Janrik.
Praise Janrik. I mean, there's also like Revelation and Trap Soul. There's also Divination, name a place, a person, place, or thing you want to learn about. Your deity grants you visions of the target, clear as if you were there.
Well, it depends on what I guess we're dealing with this freaking lion, because as far as we're aware, the guys that were usually would be a problem are at the ritual site.
Right.
So I like the True Seeing's really cool.
All right, let's go with True Seeing, because and with these things in the past, especially if they get there first, there's some kind of weird enchantment going on. Maybe a True Seeing spell will give us some insight into whatever is.
Yeah.
Because as cool as the Sever spell is, it's like, ha, I've cut your arm off. It's like, okay, what's the upshot of that,
Yeah.
Your arm is like, I mean, unless it's their dominant arm, it's like, I've cut off your sword arm, or I've cut off one of your wings, you can't fly, which would be cool. Oh, we still have to figure out what we want to do with the scrying eye, because Nana was losing her shit over it.
If we keep it wrapped and like in cloth, will it be able to still have effect?
I don't know.
Would that be a spout lore?
Sure.
I mean, could I spout lore as well, since I have a bunch of divination magic, it seems? Never mind.
Hey, this is something interesting and useful. Please.
And actually, I don't even know if you have to roll, since you have that other thing. Magic as your domain, right?
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, you would know that it still has to follow like line of sight rules. So.
Okay, yeah, just keep it wrapped up.
Could we be tracked by it, is the question. Like, if it's wrapped up and on us?
Yes.
Yes.
should we bury it somewhere just outside Happy Tree? Or do we want to try that like subterfuge thing? Like have it set up on a little pedestal like in a field or something and have someone looking at it like they're studying it, and we'll just be in the background talking about our plan, oblivious to the fact that we're in line of sight of the eye.
I like that. I
Me
like the
too.
misdirection.
Okay.
So I wonder if we could get Clive to study it.
There you go.
Absolutely.
We need a performance, Clive.
And we need someone with your expertise.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm much too busy. I've actually booked a tour in these dark times. I'll be visiting all the cities that are still standing and performing my songs of hope.
Oh, well, I'm glad to see that your career is still going. I suppose, do it while you can, while the world is still standing. And whereas helping us might ensure the world was still standing for you to have places to tour, and I understand. I'm sorry I bothered you.
Oh no, don't worry about it. I'm a generous man.
Yes, Harrison says that often about you.
Nice eyes, by the way. What kind of spell is that?
Spell? That's just who I am now.
Glamour. It's glamour. It's glamour.
Wow, what a guy. Glowing eyes, see through the night. I like that. I might put that in a song. Clive's glowing eyes.
This was a mistake. The other question is, what does Tum Tum know? Because if we try to misdirect him with something that he already knows is untrue, then we're made.
I say we discuss our plans to retrieve the sword, but as if we've interpreted the completely wrong location.
Okay. I like that.
And hopefully he will lower his guard, maybe, possibly send some people elsewhere.
Yeah, instead of like the ancient Leptis Forest, some elven ruins or something like that.
Yes.
Ooh, trickery.
Can we think of another place that is similar enough that it would be believed that we got it wrong?
Maybe Fala knows of a similar location?
Let's ask Fala.
Yeah, she can point you to a set of ruins called the Domra Ta, and they are actually a very famous set of ruins because of their acoustic properties.
There we go. Sounds like we got the beginnings of a deception going on. Wait a second. Can he hear when the orb is uncovered? Can he hear anything? Did Harrison hear anything?
Harrison heard some like muddled voices. It was mostly almost as if Harrison was underwater. It was mostly visual.
Do we have a map?
That's great. So we have someone on one side of the table looking at the orb, and we're on the other side with a map laid out, drawing battle plans.
Very well.
Saying Doom Rata over and over and over again.
Very well then.
All right. That's what we'll do before we go the next day.
Okay. All right. And let's see. Okay. And then the baby will be here at some point. I'm not sure exactly when. It's supposed to be 9, but it could be like a little bit after. So when that happens. Yeah, we could take a short break now, maybe like 10, 15 minutes, and then come back and.
Sure.
If that works for everybody, if that's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Titan's
Awesome.
whining at me to go OUT, so.
Oh yeah. Okay. Good. All right. We'll meet back here in about 15.
All right.
All right. And we're back. What were you guys planning to do? Oh, to go get the other animal.
Yep.
But you had a plan to throw yes, to throw Tum Tum off your trail by by talking about going to another place.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we'll bury the orb.
Right, because this is going to work once, maybe. And then maybe we can spy on him with it once again afterward.
Well, maybe Harrison can come up with some magical feedback loop or something.
It's like a record. It's like a phonograph.
The equivalent of like looping the video.
Yeah.
On like a Marvel movie. It's like, all right, got it.
Fantastic.
We want to loop the Happy Tree feed. All right. Yeah, I guess we're gonna in the morning, after we've done all our shenanigans, we'll tell Harrison where we're going.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to skip out on. Did you try to hang out with Natalie anymore?
Yes.
How'd that go?
Natalie.
What did you tell her?
I'm not fully aware of our group's plans anyway. But if I had known something, I definitely would have told her.
Oh.
And the wine was flowing last night, so.
And I don't want to ask exactly how far she had to go to get you to talk, because I know it wasn't far at all.
I didn't say anything. I promise I didn't. As tempting as she was.
All right.
I don't use my eyes on Harrison. We're friends.
He just averts his gaze.
Oh yes, tell me more, Harrison.
I promise I didn't say anything. Once she realized that I had no information, she left me.
I'm sorry.
I'm used to it at this point.
All right. So, so how do you intend to get there?
Give me 8 words, and I can get us there.
Maybe 8 words.
Yeah, I think that's the, let me double check. I'm pretty sure that's the stipulation for this. Name a location describing it with a number of words up to your level. And I'm 8, so.
Damn the constraints of these spells.
Yeah, some of them are just like so nebulous, and others are like, it's like, just give someone a disease. What disease? Who knows? What's the effect? Who can say? Just
it's up to you. Burning eruption is a good go-to.
My personal favorite in Bane is pay nature's price. What is that? Who knows?
Yeah, I like that one too.
And we're not going to tell you.
I like that one a lot.
Well, you just a little gnome pops out of the ground and goes, "That'll be $3." All right, here you go. Just back down.
So, well, it's an island to the west that contains a giant lion. According to the map, it has a single tree on it. I don't think that can be trusted. So 1 hex is a day. That's a pretty big island.
Yeah. Might actually be closer in size to some of these down here. Maybe like a fourth of a day across or a half a day across.
Island off west coast where giant lion is.
Or maybe the island has a name.
Spout lore, somebody. I guess me.
I mean, it would have to be you or Terry. I couldn't justify why I would know this thing.
Neither can I. Can't either.
Ooh. Okay, so I will tell you something interesting and useful. So the useful thing is the name. It is called
Lion Island. Oh no.
No, it is called the Wound of the Sea.
Wound of the Sea.
The Wound of the Sea. And the interesting thing about it is that is that it has a volcano on it.
Okay.
That's bad interesting. Because you know something, you know he's going to do something to us with that volcano.
Wound of the Sea. Lion spirit, please. Doesn't say it has to be complete sentences.
No, it does not. I love how you add please to your spells.
I am. I'm very polite.
Most polite spellcaster.
Let's see if it helps.
Where is it? It's under cast a spell, right?
Yeah. Hey, partial success.
Hold. Oh no, I thought that's what the bag of books could give me a +1, but I don't think there's anything I can do to add one to that, can I?
Okay.
Just to make it a 10.
Let's go ahead and take you a lumps. Which one?
My lump will be... I will draw unwelcome attention or put myself in a spot.
Okay, awesome.
We're going to a volcanic island and you're putting us in a spot. Alrighty then.
Hey, myself in a spot.
We're going with you. We follow you.
Myself.
So the shadows spring forth and create a portal that Harrison slips through. And the rest of you follow.
Pretty much.
Yep.
So, as you step through, you're taken aback by the salty spray of the sea and the dull roar of the waves, the feeling of your weight shifting as you step out into some loose sand, and you look before you. You see a wall of dense, thick jungle. And if you glance behind you, you can see the beautiful sea with the mainland somewhere. Maybe you can see like the mainland somewhere in the distance. You can see that the beach here is enclosed by 2 high cliffs. Yeah. And then down by the beachfront, there's something where the where the beach and the water meet. There's something down there, some kind of structure, or debris or something. What would you like to do?
Check out the debris.
Okay. You begin to step forward, and you're going to hear the sound of some kind of clicking mechanism as sand is thrown up in your face, followed by a plank filled with like rusty nails nailed into it. That's just gonna throw sand up in your face, and then this rusty nail laden plank is gonna fly up towards your face. What do you do?
That's a defy danger.
How?
Dexterity.
Okay.
And where are we exactly?
You're on
a sandy spot.
Yeah, you're on a beach. One direction is a dense, thick wall of jungle. The other direction is the open sea. And then on either side of you is sheer cliff, high sheer cliff. A 10. You do what you set out to do.
Yeah, so I'm just basically trying to spin out of the way.
Okay, yeah, you do. So some sand, you get some sand on you, but you sort of spin out of the way before the nails hit you.
So, a trap. Obviously, we are not alone on this island.
Does look that way. Wonderful.
That can't be good.
Now, was this closer to the debris, or was this just like as soon as we started going down, though?
You guys are smack dab in the middle. This would be towards the debris, yeah.
Okay. So, continue on, or?
With caution.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like someone who's being cautious might be...
Investigate, kind of perceive realities or whatever.
Discern realities.
Discern, thank you. I was like, what the heck is that?
That's a high wisdom, I believe.
Yep.
I think I can do that. Or
Come on,
can.
golden eye. Hey! Alright, you get 3 questions.
What should I be on the lookout for?
Okay.
Other than boards with nails.
Yeah, so now that you're aware that there may be traps lying in the sand, you can see that the whole beach actually, this whole beach here looks as though it's been tampered with in one way or another. There are odd groupings of there are like odd piles of sand in places, dips and other. There's definitely some odd distinguishing features of this beach, which you believe that there may be more traps in store. You can kind of see them to navigate through them, though.
Okay. What here is useful or valuable to me?
So there is a amongst the debris you see at the bottom of the beach. You see some packs, possibly some supplies or something. And now that you're looking at the debris, you realize that it's actually maybe 3 shore boats. One of them has been smashed against the rocks and is actually lying in pieces, but the other 2 seem to have made it to shore safely.
And I'm assuming that triggering the trap may have drawn some attention, so what's about to happen? How about that?
And just as you think that, there is a trimmer that goes across the island. And as you look across the looming jungle, you see high above it a plume of black smoke.
Danger. How much you want to bet that that's where the lion is? And that I'm going to point out everything I saw on it. Whoever came ashore in those boats is after the lion. What do you think? Should we go check out the hut, or should we head straight for the smoke?
Well, whoever came here, I'm curious about the purpose of the traps. Are they trying to catch something or protect themselves from something?
Would you like to discern realities?
Yes.
Okay. Gather that info. Hey!
With the inspectacles.
Ooh!
That gives me...
Oh, you can just ask any question you want.
As long as sight could give you the answers. Okay. All right. So yeah, do these traps, do they appear to be defensive in nature? Like someone protecting a perimeter?
Question number 1. Yes.
Alrighty then.
They are looks like they're aimed mostly aimed at the beach. Like towards like people coming up the beach.
Okay. All right. Okay, so people coming up the beach from the water.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. These traps are here to repel.
Okay. The supplies and the boats and all that, do they look orcish?
Oh, that's right. You have the inspectacles, so you can see a little further away. No, they do not. They actually seem quite human.
It's even worse.
Human oars are just like orc oars, except less feathers.
And looking back towards the jungle, does there appear to be a path that someone has taken?
Yes.
Okay.
There's actually it looks like a clear, like a clear cut into the jungle. Very well worn path. You can see it from the beach.
Okay. Well, I will relay all this information.
Okay.
And
So shack or path?
yeah, I think we should head towards path.
Okay.
So too.
Okay, and with Tyrion's cautious, watchful eyes, you can golden eyes, you can navigate the traps along the beach. When you reach the jungle path, you can see that it, like I said, it's well worn, and it goes deep into the jungle, towards the Black Plume.
All right.
Now, Tyrion, you're going to see, not even like a few feet into this path, you're going to see a thin wire crossing the path. Just like glints off the shininess of your eyes.
Look, a tripwire. I'm just going to have everybody step over it because, no reason to disable the trap in case somebody we don't want coming can trip it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then as soon as you step over the tripwire, you're going to hear a sickening crunch as the ground gives way beneath you and you begin to fall into a pit.
Oh.
Wow. These guys are prepared. Can I catch him?
Yeah, go ahead and what is it? Maybe defend?
Yeah.
Harrison, what are you doing?
These guys are prepared.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Hold one, so you get to do one thing.
I guess I'm gonna try to narratively. I can't see a way to redirect, or I guess I can just half the effect.
Can I try to defy danger with strength to just try and like grab onto the edge as I'm falling?
Yeah, 1 second. The I honestly I've never really liked how that move has been written. Let me see something real quick. So I was just seeing if there was an alternative out there. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, let's say if you half the effect, yeah, let's say that you can pull him back from the brink. But the two of you will kind of just be sort of teetering there on the edge, because you're trying not to step on the tripwire, but you're also trying not to let him fall. So like you're shifting your weight back, but you don't want him to fall on the tripwire either. So then Harrison,
I don't know what there is I can do to help.
maybe if you just aid.
Okay, I can try. Oof. Into the pit we go.
So how did you try to help?
I guess by pulling up and trying to prove my strength by grasping and pulling, and I did.
All right, so you grab Aziz and you start to add some weight, which is not exactly what Aziz was hoping for, since he was trying to keep Tyrion balanced, so he didn't fall on the tripwire. So both Aziz and Tyrion will be falling backwards in a domino line, and Tyrion, you will fall on the tripwire, which will release the springing sound of 2 arrows, one of which is going to go straight towards Harrison, and the other one is going to go straight towards Tyrion.
I'm going to try and can I try and defend Harrison as I'm falling?
Sure.
What the heck? Why not? Where is defend? I saw it just a minute ago. There it is. Oh. Well, I was falling, so I mean,
So you will. So I'll say that you do end up protecting Harrison. However, both arrows will hit you, and you're going to feel like a searing pain in your side where the first one hit, and then you're going to the other one, you reached out your hand and it sort of like caught like through your hand, and you're going to feel a searing pain immediately as you see it kind of get stuck in your hand. You're going to see the tip. Not only is it covered with your blood, but it also seems to be covered with some oily black substance as well.
Poison.
I've got you as I'm falling with you. I have an antitoxin in my equipment. I'm making this up.
And you might need it, because very quickly you're going to feel that your body is becoming paralyzed.
Use it, tear, shove.
So Harrison, as soon as you produce the antitoxin, a flash of gray-red will hop out of the bushes and snatch it from your hands and try to run off with it.
I'm jumping for the flash.
Yeah.
Okay. Aziz, what do you do?
I guess I'm just trying to tackle. I mean...
It'd be like a hack and slash, or like a...
Grapple?
Yeah, I think hack and slash is my only option. Yes.
Ooh, very nice.
Little gray red thing.
So yeah, I'm just trying to pin him down and get the antitoxin back.
All right. On a 10, you deal your damage to the enemy and avoid their attack. Yeah, so you lunge out. You're gonna catch this thing before it disappears into the bushes again, and you're gonna maintain control over it as it's wriggling to try to free itself. Which is kind of funny because it's actually about the same size as you are. So like you're like really like fighting this thing, and it is. When you finally get it to stop moving, you can see that it is a reptilian creature. It's got a small, it's reptilian, small. It's got an elongated snout with some sharp teeth sticking out, and these wide cat-like eyes, and of course these scaly hands ending in very sharp claws, and it's going to snarl at you, and it's going to drop the antitoxin and try to make a clean break away from you.
I'm going to try to if it drops the antitoxin, then I'm just going to try to communicate with it.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's a creature or humanoid or...
It looks fairly intelligent.
Okay. What do I say? We're not here to hurt you. We're just trying to get into the island.
I'm gonna like search myself to see if I got hit with that poison, because now Aziz is speaking in tongues again. I'm like,
It snarls back at you. It says, "All trespassers will be killed. These are the orders of the great lion."
We're here to talk to the lion. I'm the speaker.
The lion does not accept visitors, trespassers, interlopers.
He'll want to talk to me, I promise. If he doesn't, then you can kill us.
He thinks about that for a second, but only for a second, because the other two of you, Harrison, what are you doing?
I'm like, as they're talking, I'm like crawling across the ground and grabbing the antitoxin and then backing up and then popping off the cork and I'm shoving it into Tyrion's mouth.
All right, and Tyrion, like I said, you're experiencing loss of feeling in your entire body. As soon as the antitoxin touches your lips and begins to and you begin to imbibe it, you can feel the feeling return from this fast-acting antitoxin.
Thank you, Harrison. Can I break off the end of the arrow and just pull the arrows out?
Yeah, absolutely. And Aziz has been like talking in tongues, and then you're going to hear the padding of feet and the rustling of jungle bushes all around you.
Fun.
Perhaps they take kindly to minstrels, and I pull out my lute.
I'm gonna just and I'll say, Aziz, are we fighting?
I hope not. I'm trying to convince them to let us talk to the lion.
Die! 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 And he's going to try to bite you.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna let him bite me.
Does it count as a person for the purposes of a hold person spell?
Yeah, it would.
Can I try and cast hold person as it's trying to bite Terry?
Yeah, sure, but you're going to have to ignore the other little reptile person that is springing forth from the bushes with a dagger covered in that same black oily stuff, heading straight for your head.
I've got it.
That one then.
No, I've got it. I've got you. I have. It goes to 11. I'm gonna perform a righteous solo.
All right,
I'm gonna hopefully roll well.
let's see.
Yes.
Okay, what does it do?
So on a 10+, the target attacks their nearest ally in range. So I'm gonna be like, vicious little creature, don't attack our preacher. And
Fantastic.
Yes.
and it's gonna go for its buddy instead.
Yeah. So before it can even before the other little reptilian, let's just call them what they are. We know what they are, right?
Yeah.
What are they? Ewoks?
Kobolds.
They're kobolds. Okay.
So before the other kobold can bite Aziz, his friend will sort of springboard off of Tyrion's shoulder plate and dive right at him and stab him in the jugular with the dagger. And then he'll like look down at what he's done and he'll go ha, and then he'll jump off into the bushes again.
That is not what I was expecting.
As the other one lies there, vibrating on the ground. In his last death throes.
Quick, take the poison shit off of him. Get it!
And and then 6 more will be popping out from the brush and treetops.
Do you want us to try and hold them off while you fly to the lion, or?
Well, I don't think that's an option. These things seem pretty vicious. I think I want to break out some elemental mastery.
Ooh.
Very, very nice. Pray tell, what kind of elemental mastery?
Essentially, I am trying to wind tunnel again and basically bring up the wind behind me with the sand and all that. And I'm making it obvious that I am the one doing this.
Okay.
And basically just this well-worn path, I just basically want to sandblast it.
Okay, awesome.
Oh.
Choose one.
I gotta go with the effect I desire comes to pass.
Okay. So, a funnel of wind is going to rip across the beach and pick up a good amount of sand as well. The sand tunnel that begins to file down the path is going to sort of obliterate and clear basically kind of like a straight shot through the jungle here as the speed of the wind moving the sand turns it into like this air sander. And the kobolds that are like in mid-air are going to be like complete, like their flesh is going to be completely rended off of their body as they sand tunnel passes by them. And they're going to fall lifelessly to the ground in sort of a jellified state, and then you're going to hear some like maybe you'll see like a log swinging across the path, and then like some more arrows firing off, and just basically all of the traps are just completely like have been sprung by this gust of wind and this movement. And I'm going to hold on to Nature's Price for the moment. And so they've... Huh?
On a volcanic island. Perfect.
And the effect you desire comes to pass. So while you're trying to... you're making it known that you are doing this, but you start to feel like more wind swell up behind you than you can control, and you're going to start to lose the focus of it, putting your friends at risk.
Take cover.
Tyrion, Harrison, what do you do?
I cling on to Tyrion.
Yeah, as you look behind Aziz, you can see like a whole like, because like at least you can kind of see through the wind sand tunnel, but what's coming up behind him is surely going to like kill all of you.
Can we get through the middle of the wind sand tunnel? Is it like the outer edges of it that are causing the harm, or would we be damaged if we go down the middle?
It looks as though since he's losing control of it, it looks as though that it is becoming highly variable. As far as like is the center hollow, and is there any space to maneuver around it?
How far do we need to go to get off of the path and out of the way of this thing?
Far enough that it would probably require a defy danger of some sort.
And running through the tunnel would require a defy danger of sorts.
Yeah, that would be, yeah. Do they have one for luck?
I was going to say, I could do I could throw Harrison on my back and do my speed running.
Oh, yeah.
And see how fast I could get through the tunnel.
Yeah, if you can manage to stay ahead of the part that's behind him, that's just like one solid block of rending, like flesh rending sand, then yeah, you could do that.
All right, I say, Harrison, hop on.
I'm already in your arms, like Shaggy Scooby-Doo style.
And I'm just like.
All right, defy danger with a plus. Let's do a plus what? +1 plus.
Let's see. I'll do defy danger with dexterity, and then you can add because that's a 0, and then you can just add what you want to it.
Yeah, sure. That sounds good.
That way, it's just a raw roll.
Oh. Oh no, that's not good. Oh god. Bye.
High speed stumble. Somebody tripped the Flash.
No, I think you're gonna be okay. I think actually, I think in this case the speed that has been granted you is bolstered by the wind, and I think it's gonna put you out of harm's way by using the mask.
Thanks, Ostrich.
As you fly out of the other side of the jungle here, and avoid the sand, you will see that this gust of wind and sand is going to hit the volcanic mountainside and disperse into a large spray of sand.
By any chance, is the plume of smoke coming from the volcano, or is it coming from somewhere else? Now that we're over here,
if you look up, you can definitely you can kind of judge that it's coming from the volcano itself. And Aziz, there it is. Your path is clear. Maybe like one kobold is left, and he's going to hop back into the bushes.
Do not try to. I'm just going to yell this in their language. Do not stand in my way or face my wrath again. And then go down the path.
All right. You meet your friends at the end of the path, which terminates in front of a large, like a gaping maw of a cavern that seems to descend beneath the volcano.
The mountain is on fire. That is awesome and terrifying.
yes, I can agree with that. You're the speaker. Which way do we go?
Whew, okay. So this is a well-worn path that brought us here.
Should I try to throw up real quick?
Huh?
Should I try to throw up a true seeing real quick?
It's a possibility. I was going to try to look for tracks, but I don't know if I covered them all in sand.
You might have. Tracks, bodies, small children.
Yeah, I definitely don't think whoever came in those boats is still living.
And yep. So what are you guys doing?
I'm looking for tracks.
Okay.
And I'm gonna true seeing.
Okay.
And this will be the only time I can cast the true seeing, just for fun.
Okay.
My next rest. But as long as it's ongoing, I take -1 to cast a spell, so I can leave it up. And I see the true nature of anything I lay my eyes on, pierce illusions, and see things that have been hidden. So first I'm going to kind of look around the area to see if there's a different entrance other than the cave. Because so far, all of the things that have been presented to us haven't exactly been forthcoming.
So you don't see a separate entrance. However, you do see the glow of an aura.
Okay.
Emanating from the mouth of the cave.
I'm going to take that as a good thing. I'm going to tell Aziz about it anyway. And Harrison.
Okay.
And I'll describe the aura in case it means anything to Aziz.
It kind of sounds like what you see when the ancient animals are imparting their knowledge to you. This is what it kind of sounds like.
Huh. Uh-oh. We too late? Is there some imparting going on to someone else? I am going to rush forward.
Right.
Okay. So the mouth of the cave is wide, and as you enter in, you can see that it slopes downwards. Immediately, you are going to be greeted with many piles of bones and maybe some like makeshift camps. There are this looks as though like some creatures have been living here at the mouth of the cave. A grimy little existence, little raggedy like sleeping mats and whatnot.
Okay.
And should you descend further, you will hear the cries of you will hear some cries for help.
I will head for them.
Following.
Cautiously.
So the cave seems to split off into there's like one main path that continues downwards, and then there's like a little offshoot. In this little offshoot, there has been a like sort of hastily constructed pen. And it doesn't look like it should be anything to like keep any like you hear people like crying for help, and this pen doesn't look as though it like would be big enough to hold people. It's literally just like some branches and stuff tied together, sort of like blocking off the part of this cavern chamber. This little offshoot, if you will, this like tunnel offshoot, and as you get closer, you can see there are multiple humans, maybe a couple elves, maybe like 6 altogether, lying on the ground in various states of injury. Some of them have like some of them are like bleeding out of their legs. Some of them have like puncture holes in their chests, and they're just kind of like gasping for air on the ground. They look like they've been torn up pretty good, injured but not killed. One of them looks up and says, "Oh, please, are you here to save us? Can you get us back to the ship?"
We can try.
What happened?
Oh, thank the gods. Oh, we came onto the beach. We were trying to escape the sea creatures.
What sea creatures?
Oh, shark people.
Nice. Why were you coming here, though?
We thought we would be safe on the beach.
Why were you in these waters, I mean?
We sail these waters all the time. It's the first time we've been attacked.
I see. Is that true?
Yes.
Let us go talk to those who put you here so that we can try and negotiate a peaceful way of getting you out.
And just as you say that, 3 kobolds are going to come, like, slapping their little clawed feet up the other corridor. You can hear them loudly chittering to one another and moving. What are you guys going to do?
Speaker?
Please don't let them feed us to the lion.
All right, quick and dirty. I think I'm going to go hippogriff form.
Okay.
And pop around the corner and just roar right in their faces.
Okay.
See.
Do I think I can slip in and heal any people while he's doing this without getting caught, or possibly without getting caught?
Yeah, you can move in, and start healing people. With your true vision, though, you're going to see something quite disturbing once you enter and you start actually making your rounds to the people. Okay. Harrison, what are you doing in the meantime?
I would also like to be using my little magical loot healing skills for some people.
Okay. So this is actually Tyrion. You're going to be healing somebody, and you're going to be looking over at someone Harrison is helping, and so you. So at first you see like the person, and then you see what's beneath the skin, essentially, and you're going to see this this like dark mauve skin colored, behorned, like parts of his bones are like protruding through his flesh, like on the face, and his eyes are like jet black, and he although he appears to be injured on the outside, he has actually suffered no injury from what you can see. But this looks to be something completely otherworldly and terrifying and not human at all.
Don't worry, I'll heal you.
Okay, Harrison.
I
say, we'll be back. We need to go help Aziz.
Oh.
And I'll grab Harrison and run.
His black eyes will fixate on you curiously as you and Harrison leave.
That guy looked like his leg was about to fall off, though.
Aziz, you bop around the corner and you give a loud roar. Correct?
Yes.
Okay. The 3 kobolds are going to sort of be taken aback. And then one of them will probably like run back deeper into the tunnel. The other 2 will look at each other and then look at you, and they're a little indecisive about whether or not they're gonna fight or flight. Is there something you can do to help them decide?
Not really. My charisma's low.
Actually, if Harrison and Tyrion are coming around the corner, that might be the deciding factor right there.
We come around the corner.
They are also going to try to run back deeper into the cave.
as we catch up, I'm going to say to Aziz, there's something otherworldly and unnatural in that prison. With my true sight, the thing you were ministering to, I don't think it's human, and it was definitely not injured. What you were seeing was an illusion.
What?
It had jet black eyes, and there was something unnatural about it.
Would my bardic lore be able to tell me what that would be?
Yeah, that is a devil.
Yeah, so when you explain it to me, I'll go, like a devil?
Yes, I think so.
What do I know about devils?
Just that they are completely alien beings.
Not a lot is known about.
I mean, it's usually not good. They're usually pursuing something of their own desire. People aren't sure where they come from, and but they seem to always have they seem to always have a reason.
And usually for themselves.
Correct.
But
they are known to have completely alien morals. Like they do not share the same morals as most of the people in this land.
I wonder if there are some wards keeping it in there, because that set of bars should not have had anything to do with. Shouldn't have stopped it, unless it's trying to disguise its true nature from its compatriots. I sensed no deception from the men speaking to us. Should we deal with it first, or should we try to talk to the lion?
Looking at Aziz.
The lion. I don't think we have much time.
Fair enough. I'm going to kind of be rear guarding the whole way. I'm kind of keep looking back to see if that thing is there of its own free will and can just get out whenever it wants. And if I've changed its calculus at all.
So, and the whole time, Tyrion, you're going to be seeing this aura that just seems to get stronger and stronger the deeper down into the cave you go. And finally, you're going to get to the bottom here. You're going to enter a chamber that is filled with the that is lit with the bright light of molten rock, sludging down the sides and sort of disappearing into like these natural vents in the floor. This molten magma just kind of oozing down the wall. There is a large stone ledge that rises up on the opposite side of the entrance and sort of juts straight up. At the tip of that stands a giant, proud, fierce lion. And you can see, having prostrated themselves before him, beneath his rocky mountain, his rocky throne, he are like 7 or so kobolds who are worshiping him. And when you guys come down, the 3 kobolds have just barely beaten you and are in the process of rousing the other kobolds to action here. What do you do?
Great one. I have come seeking an audience.
A snarl with derision. You hear, "Speaker."
Yes, I have come to seek your counsel.
You dare enter my domain.
Quick question: can we understand what's being said, or is it just lion roars?
No, he speaks the common tongue.
Oh, this is not good.
Are you aware that one of your prisoners is a devil?
Yes. I'm looking forward to surprising him with that knowledge.
Ah, good. I didn't want you to be caught unaware.
I know more then you will know in several lifetimes.
I am sure that is true.
And then he turns to you and he says, "Speak for being called the speaker. You don't talk much."
Well, you know why I'm here, correct? It is time for the ritual to be performed once again.
And
I seek your counsel on completing it.
denied.
And what would you require to grant me this information?
So his head has been sort of lifted up to this point, so you can see under his chin. He's going to lean down, and he's going to you're going to see that his eyes are filled with fire, and he's going to sort of get low as if he's ready to pounce, and he says, "I will watch your pathetic world burn as I sit safely beyond its border. What do you say to that, speaker?"
Ooh, which way do I want to go with this?
Well, the other animals didn't tell me you were a dick.
Yeah, you're awfully spicy, aren't you?
What pleasure would it give you to rule an empty land?
I care not what lives on the land.
Well, what is it you do want other than the world burning? I mean, we really don't want that. We came all this way. I used a spell. And my clothes have gotten dirty, and your little dragon friends have been stabbing us with black poison. It's really, really just a terrible tourist location.
And then one of the kobolds is going to look up and say, Terrellamax, shall we kill them for your pleasure?" And the lion will ease back a little bit, and he says, "This would pleasure me."
Ew. Kobold.
None of us wants to see that. Come on. No.
Those red things out. It's gross. So the kobolds sort of file out from one another in like a semicircle pattern, as if to sort of try to close you in. What are you guys doing?
You really want us to kill your henchmen?
Their pathetic lives are for my own amusement.
Can I try to discern realities?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, one question. Can be anything, though. In spectacles.
Actually, no, that only works if I get a 10+.
Oh. Well, you can one of these questions will certainly key you into what's going on here.
Yep, and I think I know which one it is. Who's really in control here?
So the fire in this lion's eyes speaks to something other than an ancient animal. This thing is and also the kobold called it Tyrellamax, which is not ancient animal sounding name. That is actually draconic dialect.
That makes more sense for kobolds.
So the fire in this lion's eyes is I'm gonna say you think that this thing is possessed by the spirit of a dragon.
I'm going to share this information.
Okay.
What do I know about possession magic?
And if I look really hard with my true seeing, can I see anything? Can I try and discern realities with my true seeing and see if that yields anything interesting?
Absolutely. So you can just now that you're looking, you can look through the lion. You can see the fiery form of the dragon sort of surrounding it, and you can actually see the lion fighting it, but being pinned down in submission by this fiery dragon spirit. This glow that you described to Aziz that he mistook for the for like knowledge being imparted is actually the very life force of the ancient animal itself struggling with this dragon spirit.
And do I see like a connection point or anything, or a source, or is it just this dragon spirit's just inside him?
It seems to have fused itself with him. I think it's actually tied to the lava flowing into the room.
Do devils like to collect souls?
That is certainly a possibility. It is not unheard of that they will bargain.
Oh boy, do I have a great idea.
I'm feeling what do you want to go try and negotiate with the devil while we see if we can hold these guys off?
Yep, I will cast invisibility and pop my way back down.
Okay.
Or I will try, let's see. And then I will just forget the spell after that.
Okay.
But I am invisible.
Okay, yeah, so you turn invisible, the lion will laugh and say, "I can still see you, little man."
I don't care if you can see me, it's your friends that can't. then I run towards the prison.
As your ally makes his hasty escape, leaving you behind, I will let my pets play with you, and then I will eat you and devour you myself.
Good luck with that.
So Harrison, you'll run off. The kobolds are like I said, they're circling. I think one of them, maybe two of them. Yeah, two of them are going to rush either of you, and try to. They have their little black coated daggers drawn.
Oh, okay.
And the lava flow here,
Yeah,
like it's flowing down into where is it coming in?
it seems to be seeping through these vents. In the the cavern roof is somewhat porous, and they seem to be seeping through these vents in the cavern roof.
I wonder if another elemental thingy, like water or something, aimed at that. Might not stop that up, or slow the lava enough to give the lion a fighting chance.
Perhaps. Harrison. You travel about halfway back up the cavern tunnel, and you are met by a figure walking down.
Oh, I slow my roll. I go to pin myself up against the wall, and then realize I probably don't need to because I'm invisible. So I'll inspect closer.
Okay, and the it's the man you were helping before. He is making his way down the tunnel, and he's going to turn towards you curiously.
Oh, you can see me.
He's going to nod.
Do you like souls?
He's going to cock his head to the side and blink and then nod.
I have just the one for you if you'll follow me.
And he will nod again and silently follow you.
How do dragons sound to you, my friend? As we're strolling back, I'll tell him later we need to pick up the pace, though.
He says nothing, but you can tell his disguise is sort of wearing thin. The flesh is starting to peel off of his normal body, and he looks more like a zombie than a person anymore.
Yeah, even though I'm invisible, the expression on my face is not. But yeah, just the politely smile in that, like, I'm not gonna be rude sort of way, and I'll just tell him, "Oh, follow me," and head back.
All right. Meanwhile, down there, Tyrion and Aziz, kobolds coming at you left and right. What do you do?
First thing I'm doing is shapeshifting.
Okay, into what?
Winged rhino made of stone.
Okay.
Whoa!
Like a gargoyle rhino. Rhino goyle.
Four hold.
All right. What's the first thing you do?
So they're closing in a circle.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So basically I want to spread my wings.
Okay.
Basically I want to sweep the area around us.
Okay.
So I'm kind of circling tight around Tyrion. And basically just trying to give us some space.
Okay, yeah. And so so you can kind of keep a buffer. You can use one hold to keep a buffer between you and or between Tyrion and them. If you like.
Yes.
Okay. Tyrion, what will you do with this this moment of peace? Oh, sorry, I can't hear you.
I was wondering what that sound was. I must have accidentally hit mute. I will. I think I will magic missile a kobold.
Okay.
Because I don't want to hurt the lion. There's a part of me that wonders if we did some damage to the lion, if it would be enough to distract the dragon spirit. 8.
Okay. Choose one of those and then roll your damage.
Let's see. I'll lose the magic missile to make things more exciting.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right. Magic missile, where are you? 6 points.
Nice. Yeah, you just blast that kobold away. Easy. Meanwhile, Harrison, you continue walking down the stone tunnel here. When you reach the bottom, you can see that they are still fighting the kobolds and the lion up top, and then the devil just stands there.
Alright, so I know you can see me, so I know you can see what's going on inside that lion spirit. The dragon soul, up for taking. All yours. Go ahead, go and do your thing.
He just stands there.
Okay, that's not what I told you to do. I said go in there and go do your thing.
He maintains his stillness.
Alright, you need to communicate with me a bit here. Speak to me in some... Draw a picture. Here's a stick. I don't know. Tell me what you need. Do you need consent? Is that what this is? Please, Mr. Devil, take my soul, said the dragon.
He's going to point to the lava streams.
Okay.
We have to block up the lava to get the dragon soul out.
That sounds like a me thing.
You need to get up the lava.
And he's just gonna cock his head to the side when you talk, Harrison. And Aziz, the kobolds, while momentarily buffed from your wingspan, are going to try to start hopping over you and under you and around you to try to get to Tyrion.
That poison stuff is. Now, I think I want to try some elemental mastery again.
Okay. All right.
I think I can hold out.
Call upon fire, water, or earth. So the effect I'm going to try to go for is primal spirits, fire, water. I think I want to close the where the lava is coming out.
Ooh, like earth magic?
Yes.
Okay.
Point.
Excellent.
Oh,
Nice. Choose one.
Every time.
The effect you desire comes to pass.
Okay. Just
Gonna
racking
get
up that debt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. So yeah. So you begin to move and manipulate the stones. While you're doing this, however, the kobolds are gonna slip past you and begin to attack Tyrion. Tyrion, what are you gonna do in response to this?
I'm gonna flip them all off.
Okay.
Defy danger with charisma.
Let's see. Can I use my fast running to evade, or is it too cramped for that in here?
Yeah. I mean, you could evade. It would be a defy danger for sure.
Defy danger with my mask. I'm not sure what that is, but let's give that a go. What should I use for that?
So just defy danger. Just roll defy danger.
Sounds like Dex.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Dex. Yeah.
Have any plus on my dex? Do I get any bonus for the mask or?
I'm gonna say you can move that up to a 7 or 9.
All right, so then yep. So no complication, or so still complications, but I at least do what I set out to do. But stumble, hesitate, or flinch. DM offers a worse choice, worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice.
Okay, so you're going to be able to evade their collective attacks. However, you're going to when you jump back, you're going to bump into Harrison.
No.
Oh, hi. This is my friend. He doesn't speak.
Both of you are going to fall flat on the ground.
Oh.
Sorry, Harrison. Didn't know you were there.
Oh, could you get off me?
And then the kobolds are going to, while you're trying to rally yourselves to get back up, the kobolds are going to begin moving towards you, sort of snaking out and swirling, sort of trying to surround you again. Just Tyrion, because they can't see Harrison. And So you bought yourself a moment of safety. Aziz, you're trying to stop up these vents. Harrison, did you want to do anything?
Let me look.
It's in a book, a reading rainbow.
The spell persists until the target attacks or you dismiss the effect. Well, the spell is ongoing, you can't cast another spell. Okay, so would arcane art count as an attack?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool. So let's go. Would possession count as an enchantment?
Sorry?
Would possession?
Oh, possession. Oh. Maybe. Why?
Arcane art. Their mind is shaking clear of one enchantment.
No, I don't think it'd be strong enough for this.
Okay, that's fine. Let's give. I'm gonna give Tyrion a boost. Perform some arcane art.
Okay.
By the way, this is nameless friend of mine. He is deaf and mute. Or no, he's not deaf. He's just mute. And he's going to take the dragon soul whenever the lava stops, I think. So here, have some damage you can use. So let me double check. I got tons of buffs here.
While you're deciding on that, Aziz, you're going to be severing this lava connection. However, you can tell that plugging up these vents is causing a backstop up above, and you can feel the pressure. You're pretty sure you're not going to be able to maintain this for too long. So whatever needs to be done like now. Or soon. And I think nature's price is that you are going to begin feeling the burn of the lava.
Okay.
You'll take 3 damage.
Okay.
Okay. And then Harrison, what did you decide?
I asked for a quick tune. Would you rather have plus 6d4 to your next attack or plus 4 to aid?
I mean, plus 4 to aid, meaning so I did a plus 4 on a roll.
So when you would aid somebody, instead of it being plus 2 for the.
Oh, I don't know that I'm going to aid. I don't know that there's an opportunity to aid anybody.
Okay, so
let's do the damage.
All right, and then you'll still have a plus 2 to aid just in case something comes up.
Okay.
So plus 6d4 to your next attack.
So this next kobold is just going to be splinters.
Okay. And they are all sort of converging on you at once. So if you'd like to try to hit as many of them as you can, you may.
I was gonna say, can I, since I'm using a quarterstaff, can I like kind of from the end of the quarterstaff do like a sweeping motion?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I hit the floor.
Yeah, because I can't see you, so that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, you can.
All right.
Oh yeah,
because you have the true seeing.
No, he said they can't.
Oh, they can't. They can't. Oh.
Yeah, I can see you because of the true seeing.
So I think there's only one person in here who can't. Oh, I guess the kobolds can't. Yeah. So so you do this the swirling attack after being buffed by Harrison. That sounds like a hack and slash to me.
Yep. An 8. I can live with that.
Okay. So on a 7 through 9, you deal your damage to the enemy, and the enemy makes an attack against you as well.
All right, let's see how much I do. So it's
Your damage die plus 64.
1d6. Nope, that's not right. Hang on. There we are. Did you say 64?
Yes, sir.
24 points of damage. I don't know if that's like divided up amongst the people I hit or how you want to do it, but
Wow,
much pain to go around.
that's a lot of damage.
Anybody standing to hit me back?
Yeah. So you're going to swing your mighty rod around, and you're going to be like knocking them out of the air, like they're going to be jumping. You're going to hit one. Unfortunately, one or two of them are going to get an attack in. It's going to be 11 damage total, and it's going to be from a couple different puncture wounds from the blows that got through before you killed them all.
Does it look like they're each holding those poison blades?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you're gonna start to feel the paralyzing effects course through your body.
And then I want to use my 2 divine invincibility to have to negate those.
Okay, absolutely. And so maybe it's like the like you're fighting and you're killing one after the other, but you're getting stabbed and you're getting this fast acting toxin is entering your body, and so you're starting to get sluggish and you're starting to like miss some of the kobolds, and one of them's going to come in for the death blow, and then you use this you use your power, right, and then react like fast as lightning and just like slam him down to the ground unexpectedly, and they are dead. And that negates just the toxin, or the toxin and the damage?
It says some kind of appropriate manifestation of your deity, which negates the damage.
Okay.
Which I take it to mean like it didn't actually hit me like it was supposed to, or it didn't hurt me.
Okay. And so you look forward. You can see that the lava flow has stopped. Aziz is like shaking, and you can actually see smoke rising off of his hands as he's holding these rocks up in the air.
Are there any kobolds left?
It doesn't look like it.
Go, 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 go. It's me, the nameless friend. Go, 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 go.
That's a one more damage to Aziz there from the sizzling. And actually, Harrison, you had asked me about the arcane art before. I think in this case, in this weakened state, you could probably pop that soul right out of there.
And I'll cast Cure Wounds on Aziz so he can keep going.
Okay. How does that look?
What's that?
How does that look?
I just go up and I just kind of lay hands on him, and like the flesh is searing, and I'm just like gold light emanates.
That's awesome.
Restoring the skin to both of us as we resist.
Ooh, nice, and an 11. Love it.
Right, and the least I can do is 10. So because I add my level because of one of my advanced features, so 12.
Nice.
Sweet.
So you're just like funneling the light of Janrik into Aziz.
Combo move.
Taking in all the lava, and I'm like, ah! And Harrison's like,
Yeah. So yeah, I got a 7. So that's a partial success.
Okay.
But I will do the enchantment thing. And yeah, that is all that we'll get.
Okay, and Do you do I choose if you draw unwanted attention, or do you choose?
It's his GM's choice. Unwanted attention or magic reverberate.
Oh yeah, GM's choice. Okay. Oh wow, what if you like popped?
Everybody loses their
Yeah, you popped everybody's souls out. It's like that Scooby Doo thing where they were like all switching souls for a second.
I'm disease.
The dragons and Tyrion. The lions. The devils and the lion. The lions and the devil. But no, I think it's going to draw unwanted attention, and as you pop the dragon's soul from the lion, freeing the lion from its grasp, it's going to manifest in the air faintly, and then go straight towards you, Harrison, to possess your body.
Nameless friend. Devil.
In one quick motion, the devil will raise this strange alien object in its hand. It almost looks like some sort of alien lantern or a lamp of some sort, and it is going to present it and open it, and the dragon's soul will be sucked right into it. It will close, and that's it.
Yeah, he's just standing in front of me with this weird lantern thing, and my hair is like all like blown back by like the wind, and I'm like,
we don't know where Harrison is, but there's this weird puddle on the ground.
yeah, I slowly manifest back. I'm white as a sheet.
Lava is going to begin trickling through the through other parts of the ceiling.
Run!
Honestly, it was pleasure doing business with you. I don't believe I got your name.
Shut up and run!
Can you release the spell or no?
Not while we're in here.
Okay. Great Lion, are you well enough to travel?
The lion is going to bounce up, and it's going to jump down from the rock and begin heading towards the exit. It is going to along the way scoop up I don't know, maybe Aziz and Tyrion, and why not Harrison as well.
Bye, devil fruit.
Goes towards the devil's like, nope. Just keeps
on. When you look to check on the devil again, it is gone.
I didn't even get to know your name.
It's probably
Sure,
for the best.
As the lion begins to move up the tunnel, Aziz, you can feel yourself lose control of the rocks, and you can hear there's a loud tremoring feeling or sound and feeling in the island, and
Wait, no, take us to the prison. We have to get those people.
as you hear the catastrophic breaking of stone. You're gonna go up past the prison. What do you intend to do about that?
We're taking them all to Happy Tree. Stand in a circle.
Oh, well, does the lion want to go to Happy Tree?
You have no choice.
Honestly, anywhere but here.
All right, so head into the prison. We'll just grab hold of everybody, and I will word of recall.
Everybody touch.
And they won't understand exactly why, but the whole place is coming down. So you all go to hold hands. Who is holding hands with Aziz?
Me.
So your hands go to grasp his, and they just move straight through them like sand.
Aziz, stop playing. I don't like this form. Give me your hand.
And Aziz, you can actually see that your hands are actually like crumbling like sand. Your physical form is almost giving away like sand.
Oh boy.
No. This is not happening. Will an arcane art enchantment fix this?
This might be beyond your arcane arts powers. However, you could maybe. Hmm.
Oh, yeah, I don't know if there's anything I can do.
Defy danger with Constitution. Hang in there till we get to Fala.
I'll try that.
Sounds like a plan.
Hold on. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, sure, why not?
All right. You can force enough focus to solidify your hands long enough to grasp the hands of Tyrion and Harrison. However, the inspectacles will fall off your head.
Oh, my ears fell off. No.
You can't hear us.
And a streak of golden light through the air as you appear back in Happy Tree. When you appear, Aziz, you have stopped falling apart like sand.
Follow quick, get to Aziz. Follow. And I'm just like hollering for everybody, even though Aziz is like, I'm good.
What is wrong?
Aziz, he's losing his hands.
They look fine to me.
Haha.
They look fine to me.
I turn back and look.
Whoa.
Oh, Tyrion, what'd you say?
Glasses. I was like, whoa. Oh, my glasses.
That was intense.
I scoop up Aziz and I hug him. I know he doesn't like affection, but god damn it, I do. And I just am squeezing him super tight.
And we're going to go around and start healing the... I'll drop the true seeing and go around and heal the people. Get them to our infirmary. I'm sure we have plenty of healers here now.
And the one guy, the guy that talked to you before, he's just gonna be softly sobbing.
Oh.
Especially since the lion's standing right over him.
That it wasn't the lion that did this to them.
He says, "No, it's not that.
What?
There was treasure on that boat."
Well, I'm sorry that I took you out of an exploding volcano to save your life.
No, I mean, there's not much you could have done. I just a bum deal, you know.
We can always go back and try and salvage the boat later. Perhaps after we've averted the end of the world.
And he says, maybe that'll be all right too.
You know where it is, and no one else does. And I'm not going to tell, so...
And he'll wipe a tear away from his eye.
Let's roll again.
What are the rest of you doing?
So now you can talk to the lion spirit.
Yep.
Welcome to Happy Tree.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome. How long were you trapped?
Too long, speaker.
Well, I'm glad we got to you.
As am I. I suppose you need to know the ritual.
Yes, please, and thank you.
And he will impart the knowledge to you. And now you have the complete ritual.
Bum, bum, bum. Okay. So, where would you like to go next?
Who?
The lion. Do you know your way around these lands? Do you want to hang out here with us?
He says, he sort of sniffs the air and he says, "The turtle is here.
Yes.
I will speak with the turtle."
Follow me.
And you guys go off. Harrison, Natalie, when you return, Natalie will appear and she'll say, I'm so glad you made it back.
Oh my god, I was terrified.
Tell me all about it.
And then I'll see like Tyrion and Aziz both. Like Aziz, even though he's walking away,
Pause
his
at the
head
door.
spins.
We're like,
I really wish I could, Natalie, but
Who's that lion?
I have to.
that's Steve.
I have to go heal some people.
Okay, I'll come.
Okay, I'm just gonna be really focused and quiet.
She's like, okay.
Natalie, you're killing me, girl.
and and I think at that moment, is there anything else we need to wrap up for this episode?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Just the final image.
Did we notice that Stefan did anything else underhanded while we were away?
You could. I don't think so. I think he's mostly laying low at this point. Like the guard is still going on and whatnot, but he's no, he hasn't made any like major plays or anything.
Nobody's conspicuously absent or anything like that.
Not that you can tell. Nah, not yet.
No.
Okay. And the final image. So in a world that seems to be made completely of obsidian, with many reflective surfaces, a small lantern light shines the way through a like a mirror maze corridor of this polished black stone, and as it floats down the corridor, we will see it stop and reach out to a nondescript part of the wall, which will then part ways and allow the person holding this lantern into it. This room is full of many colored lights, and there is a single space left on a shelf where this little lantern is placed by a dark red-handed individual. In the light of all these lanterns, this devil is illuminated, and it looks around the room with some sense of alien pride, and then it turns, the wall parts and closes behind it again into darkness.
I feel like we'll see him again, like after we've saved the world and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it's like we didn't really have a choice in that matter,
No.
but I feel like, yeah, we gave him something we really shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Ah. End of the world, deal with it later. Come on.
One problem at a time.
If only I had
Exactly.
taken Trap Soul instead of True Seeing, but I'm like, yeah, when am I going to need the spell Trap Soul? Yeah.
See, I feel like spells. I feel like spells shouldn't be chosen. I feel like they should be they should be chosen like from the list as you need them, and then they stay on the list as you need them. Like I feel like that's.
Yeah. You should just be able to cast a spell that you know, as opposed to
right.
spell. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to cast it.
Anyway, yeah, so that's the game. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you, Plaster Dragon, for joining us over here at the Action Sturge. And of course, people can find you on your own channel.
Can they though? I mean, it's Twitch TV / the Plaster Dragon. We've been on a bit of a hiatus of late with scheduling and moving and stuff like that. Tuesdays are still going strong. We're trying to bring Mondays back for the D&D campaign. but I'm definitely here more than I'm there, which I'm okay with, honestly.
Fantastic, and as always, thank you for being a part of the Action Sturge, Fork Puff and Terry, and of course the Plaster Dragon. And we'll see you guys next time. If you haven't given us a like and a subscribe on our YouTube channel, please do that. Especially if you made it all the way to the end of this video, that would be much appreciated. All right, have a good night, guys.
Nighty night.
Bye.